Hello everyone, welcome to our daily current affairs discussion for the day 20th September. First up, question number 1 is associated with polity, and the topic is national emergency. So why this was in use? Because 50 years of emergency been completed in India, so this topics becomes highly relevant for any examination you should take. So let's have a quick detailed discussion about this topic. So in the Constitution of India, Part 18 contains the emergency provisions from Article 352 to Article 360 of the Constitution of India. And Article 350 talks about proclamation of emergency, which is national emergency, and Article 356 is talks about state emergency, or this is also referred to as President's Rule. And Article 360 is deals with financial emergency. Remember the point, in India so far there is no imposition of or proclamation of this financial emergency till date. So this has been imposed for 0 times, and the President Rule has been imposed for more than 100 times. And the first state implemented President Rule was in 1951 in the state of Punjab, and the state in which the President Rule imposed for many times, and that state is Manipur state, and 11 times this President Rule has been imposed in this state. And the national emergency in India, a national emergency imposed for 3 times. First in the year 1962 during India-China war on the grounds of external aggression, and this continued till 1968. Even during the 1965 India versus Pakistan war, this emergency been continued because there is no formal revocation of the imposed national emergency in the 1962. Therefore, the same emergency continued for both Indo-China war and as well as Indo-Pak war in the year 1962, and this in the year 1965. This was first emergency on the grounds of external aggression, and in the second emergency on the grounds of external aggression during Indo-Bangladesh war in the year 1971, and third emergency on the grounds of internal disturbance in the year 1975. The date is important, 25th June 1975, on the grounds of internal disturbance by the then Prime Minister of India Indira Gandhi and the President of India Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. So this is related to national emergency. And if you want to know the detailed discussion about this national emergency, we can spend some time, and let us understand this constitutional provision of this national emergency. So if you see Article 352, which says proclamation of national emergency by President of India on the grounds of 3 grounds: for external aggression and armed rebellion. So previously it is internal disturbance, but through 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978, the internal disturbance has been replaced as armed rebellion. So on these 3 grounds, President of India can impose national emergency under Article 352 of the Constitution of India. So once national emergency imposed, within 1 month, both houses of parliament, which is Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, has to pass this emergency with the special majority. Special majority here is 2/3 members present and voting, and absolute majority. You have to get both these two. Then only the passage of this emergency bill takes place, and this sent to President of India, and President must give his assent to this emergency. Once President approves after the passage of this emergency in the Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, then President proclaims this national emergency under Article 352. So the key points here is 3 grounds: war, external aggression, and armed rebellion. Within 1 month, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha has to pass this emergency with the special majority. And once President approves, then national emergency being imposed in India, throughout India, or any part of territory of India. So this is about the national emergency, and what is the impact of this national emergency on the states. So that is mentioned in Article 353. In the state, the executive power of state will be taken by President of India, and the legislative power of state is under the control of Parliament of India. And what is the impact of this national emergency on fundamental rights? So this is mentioned in Article 358. So Article 19 automatically suspends if the national emergency imposed on external emergency grounds like war and external aggression. So if national emergency imposed on internal grounds like armed rebellion, so Article 19 is not going to automatically suspended. So if, and Article 359 talks about other fundamental rights suspension. President of India through presidential order can suspend the enforcement of other fundamental rights using Article 359 by presidential order, except Articles 20 and 21. Article 20 is protection in respect of offences, protection against conviction, and Article 21 right to life and personal liberty. So this is about national emergency and their impact in state, and also their impact in fundamental rights. So if you see the source of this national emergency, so this was borrowed from Government of India Act 1935, and people get confused whether this is Government of India Act 1935 or Germany. So remember, from Germany we borrowed the provision like suspension of fundamental rights during the times of national emergency. That provision is borrowed from Germany, and the concept of emergency if we borrowed from Government of India Act 1935. So this is about this topic, national emergency and state emergency and financial emergency. So next is question number 2, Nordic countries. Why this Nordic countries in use? So there are 5 Nordic countries. So these Nordic countries was in use because they are heavily dependent upon the forest resources, and European Union passed a regulation, LUCF regulation, and which says the restricts the usage of forest just to meet the to reduce the greenhouse gas emission by 55% below 1990 levels. This decision was taken by the European Union Commission. So which is why Nordic countries was in use. And in the examination, what are the members of which countries are referred to as members of Nordic countries? So you have to remember there are 5 countries, and the names of those countries were: first is Iceland, next Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. So these 5 were Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Iceland. These 5 were the part of Nordic countries. And next topic, Anbu Karangal scheme. So the question can be like, which state government has launched this Anbu Karangal scheme? So this was launched by M.K. Stalin, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu government Tamil Nadu state has announced this Anbu Karangal scheme. So what is the meaning of this Anbu Karangal? This means hands of love, and this scheme provides 2,000 monthly financial aid for orphaned children. Remember, 2,000 monthly financial aid for orphaned children. For to ensure their education, and by that the state government protects the early childhood care by providing the education, and also by taking care of their elementary education. This was to fulfill the provisions of fundamental rights, DPSP, and fundamental duties. So 2,000 monthly financial aid to the orphan children who lost the parental care, so just to protect their education. So this Anbu Karangal scheme was launched by the Tamil Nadu government. And next topic, which is SCO Summit 2027. SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. This was in news because a 25th edition of Shanghai Cooperation Organization was held at Tianjin City, China. So remember, and 26th edition, which is going to be conducted in 2026 in the Bishkek city of Kyrgyzstan, and the 27th edition is going to conducted in the year 2027 by the host countries Pakistan. Pakistan. And the 24th edition was Kazakhstan, Astana, Kazakhstan. And 23rd edition was in Pakistan. And 22nd was in Uzbekistan. And if you see the SCO was formed in the year 1996, but not as SCO, Shanghai 5. As Shanghai 5, the 5 countries like China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. And in the year 2001, it was transformed into Shanghai Cooperation Organization with the inclusion of Uzbekistan. And in the year 2017, India and Pakistan has joined the SCO. And in the year 2023, Pakistan host country, Iran has joined. And in the year 2024, Kazakhstan is a host country, Belarus was joined. So totally 10 countries were the members of SCO. The latest one to join the SCO was Belarus. And the SCO Summit 2025-2027, the host country is Pakistan. Remember those important points. And next topic, FIDE's Women's Grand Swiss Chess Tournament 2025 won by whom? So this is the second victory for Vaishali Ramesh Babu. So Vaishali Ramesh Babu won the Grand Swiss Chess Tournament 2025. And next topic, who is the author of the book? So books and authors theme. The book name is Dapan, Tales from Kashmir's Conflict. So the author of this book, Dapan, Tales from Kashmir Conflict, was Ipsita Chakravarti. Remember, Ipsita Chakravarti was the author of the book Dapan, Tales from Kashmir's Conflict. So this is the books and authors theme. And next, index and ranking theme. From index and ranking theme, so what is India's rank in Global Innovation Index? So this Global Innovation Index 2025, so this was launched by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and this is the 18th edition, and 139 economies were surveyed, and India ranks 38th. Remember, India's rank 38th, and this is the 18th edition. This was released by WIPO, and India is a top performer in Central and Southern Asia. So the first countries was Switzerland, followed by Sweden and United States. Switzerland first topped the list, and followed by Sweden and United States of America. So India ranks what? India ranks 38th. And moving forward, next topic from days and themes. So World Bamboo Day is 2025 is observed on which date? So September 18th. On September 18th, World Bamboo Day was observed. So this is days and themes related topic. And the next topic, which is Waqf. What is the question can be like, what is Waqf? What is Waqf? So Waqf is what? Is a property donated by Muslims for a specific religious, charitable or private purposes. So the ownership of the property is considered to be belong to whom? Considered to belong to God, while its benefits are directed to other specified purposes as well. So initially, the Waqf property related activities were administered through Waqf Act of 1995, and the Parliament of India has brought amendments in the year 2025, and that referred to as Waqf Amendment Act 2025. This is also known as Umid Act. So this was passed in Parliament in April 2025. This proposes significant changes to governance and management of Waqf properties in India. So that is related to Waqf. And moving forward, 10th topic, important was in news, and Mopla Rebellion. So Mopla Rebellion was started in the year 1921. This movement was against Hindu landlords by the Muslim peasants, and the leaders of Muslim peasants who led this Mopla rebellion was Vayam Kunath, Kunja Ahmad Haji, and Ali Musaliar and Sayyid Alavi Tangal. So these were prominent leaders of this Mopla rebellion, and this was erupted in the Malabar region of Kerala in the year 1921. So that was related to Mopla rebellion, and these were top 10 MCQs for the day. And before we leave, as usual, so let's read out the static question. Who was the founder of the Gupta dynasty? Options were Chandragupta I, Srigupta, Samudragupta, and Ghatotkacha. So mention your answer in the comment section below. That's it for the day. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.